Sometimes on a Monday, you just have to rock it out. Nicki Minaj, Comcast on Demand. After that weekend, hey, listen, before I get into the headlines, I got to talk about this. This is an eco-friendly golf ball. In other words, the environment loves it. And coming up Friday, fresh off of their appearance today at St. Vincent in Latrobe, it is that morning team, the dynamic duo, your superheroes, Larry Richard and John Shumway, going to be letting you drive these golf balls to tee off the EQT Regatta. And I got to admit, you got a regatta. I've been at this radio station for 3 decades. I go back to when we would be there round the clock in the incredible Rainbow Machine along the shores of one of the mighty rivers, just filling in on everything but the sound of the boats and all of the great things, and funnel cake too. You got a regatta, but you got to stop off Gateway Clipper Fleet. I love what they do. Forever I've loved what they've done. But you can tee these balls right into the river. Kaplunk. And guess what? Up for grabs. Up for grabs. Listen, are you listening? I said up for grabs. You've got the possibility of foursomes. That's right. It's some of the greatest courses in the region. Manor Valley Golf Course, Glengarry Golf Links, Birdfoot Golf Club, Nemacolin Woodlands. Mr. Hardy did a fantastic job. That is truly a must-see course. Also, Madison Club, Montour Heights Country Club. I love that. Nestled right there in between those great communities of Coraopolis and Moon Township, and Rolling Fields Golf Clubs. I don't know, folks. Your Pratt Pack. I just love all of these local country clubs and golf courses. Get out and support them. All those folks work so hard, as does Larry and John. And remember, in the drink Friday, KDKA. You got a regatta, EQT, big time sponsors, always stepping up and helping the region. Now, here are some headlines. John Kelly has been sworn in, the former Homeland Security Secretary, as the new Chief of Staff. Mr. Trump going to try to start all over again, but North Korea continues to be on the front page worldwide, and he is saying we're going to handle it, but he didn't give any specifics. But the president continues to be very upset with China. As you may know, in a month, 2 intercontinental ballistic missiles have been tested by North Korea. Michael Pence simply saying Russia is an unpredictable neighbor, as the words continue to be heated between our two countries all about these Russian sanctions. And how about the great Pulitzer Prize winning writer Barry Child, the play, the actor nominated for his role in the movie The Right Stuff. Always have admired Sam Shepard. Cool, definitely though worth watching whenever he was on the screen. And recently in Netflix Bloodline, he has passed away at the age of 73. ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, complications because of it. Again, Sam Shepard dead at the age of 73. Andrew McCutcheon, 3 home runs, 337 feet, 413 feet, 402 feet, 22 homers on the year, 5 times National League All-Star, 2013 MVP, 22 homers on the year. Bucks beat San Diego 7-1. Garrett Cole warming up in the second half of the season. He is now 9-7 on the year. Josh Bell also homered. Bucks 5.5 out behind the Cubs. Brewers 2.5 out. Cards 4.5 out. Pirates a well-deserved day to rest, jet lag, back from the West Coast. Tomorrow night, Homer Bailey and Jamison Taillon will take to the hill. Pirates will take on Cincinnati, 1-800-5-BUCKS. They're in the race, they're in the hunt. Get your tickets and let's go Bucks and raise the Jolly Roger. So that's the latest for you there as well. Now, what is happening on Rob Pratt Monday night? Pancreatic cancer, topic of conversation with the great Dr. Gerald Pfeiffer and his guest. Plus, we're going to be talking about a very wonderful event that you can help support that cause that the Allegheny Health Network, part of the Highmark Healthcare Company, is going to be presenting. And we're going to give you details on that. And Dr. Pfeiffer goes from 7 until 8. And then I'll be in the open talk mode. Most of the things that we just talked about, we're going to give you a chance to call in and talk about. But I've got some great guests lined up as well. You know, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, recently for a blink of an eye, the richest man in the world according to the Bloomberg Index. Bill Gates back in that position. But we're going to talk about this man and who he is. He started selling books, and he is just continuing to do so many wonderful things at the corporate level. But it's an American company, and their job fair is coming up August 2nd. They could be creating 50,000 more jobs. Love what Amazon does, and they're talking about brick and mortar and transportation in the future. But we're also not only going to talk about people like Buffett, obviously, and Mr. Bill Gates and others who have made their fortune through a lot of work and continue to do a lot of good work with that money, but we're going to turn back the hands of time and go back to some of the people that really were their equal in this decade, what they would be worth. You'll find it phenomenal. People like Mellon, people like Andrew Carnegie, people like Mr. Vanderbilt. You're going to just be astounded when we kind of give you some of these figures as far as what those men would be worth today. And something that Jim Meredith said yesterday, because of regulations and because how the world really is run today, a lot of those men from back then may not have been successful. And my goodness, where would we be if it wasn't for the great Andrew Carnegie and the steel industry? The course of history would have definitely taken a different path here in Western Pennsylvania in the tri-state. My guest, Brian Coble, in the 9 o'clock hour. This will be an amazing hour. He, of course, he is a vice president and research analyst at Heifer Intelligence, so he is on board at 9 o'clock. And today, trade deadline day in Major League Baseball. Steelers training camp underway. They're getting ready for their big family fest this weekend at Heinz Field. Greg Diolos of Vantage Management Group will join me on the Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline. You know him from the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show each Sunday at 11 until 1. But he will be joining me tonight on the Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline right after CBS Radio News at 10. So I think we have a lot of good stuff in store for you tonight. I hope you will join me on News Radio 1020 KDKA. And of course, it is the Pioneer Broadcasting Station of America.